When working with fractions, it's really important to know how to change mixed numbers into improper fractions. So, let's say we have the mixed number 4 2/3. Keep in mind that an improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator, which means that the fraction is greater than 1. So 4 2/3 is a mixed number, and I want to turn it into an improper fraction. So what I really want to know is how many thirds are there in 4 2/3. One way I could think about this is to think that 4 is made up of 4 ones. And I know that a fraction over itself equals 1. So 1 whole is 3/3. Second whole is another 3/3. 3 and 4. So I can see now that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3/3, which could represent my whole number 4 that's out here in front of my fractional part. Then I have this 2/3 part, so I can add that to my list. In order to find out the total number of thirds in 4 2/3, I would add all of these fractions. So I know that 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. So I would know that there are 14 thirds in 4 2/3. You can also do this another way. And take your 4 2/3 and think back to when we listed each single or each whole as 3/3. We did that 4 times. We'll just review that again. And then we took our 2/3 and added it to the end, and we added them all up. Now this is fine if your whole number out front is rather small. But if it's kind of large, it can be difficult to add all of these numbers up and list them out. It might take too much time. So what you could do is you can take your whole number and multiply it by the denominator. Because here I see that I added 3/3 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that the sum of these is going to be 12, which is the same as 4 times 3. So I could just do 4 times 3, which is 12, plus my 2/3, or my fractional part. And I would still get 14 thirds. So let me try that one more time so that you can see what I did. So I had 4 2/3. I took 4 times 3, which is 12, and then I added 2 more, which was 14. So that gave me 14 thirds. And that is how you turn a mixed number into an improper fraction.